Morning, morning. Day 22. A short balancing flow for you this morning. Hi, I see you joining. Morning, how are you doing? I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but I think we've calmed down a little bit here. Less windy, less crazy. I think we're good. But it's still very much a grey winter's morning. Good morning. Hi everyone. Wasn't sure how many people would show up this Monday morning. So congrats guys. I've got a nice short balancing flow this morning. If you were in the members group yesterday, oh Matt, dry and blue sky, very jealous. If you were in the members class yesterday, this is inspired by that one. So it's got similar elements to it, but I thought let's just find a slightly shortened version of it today. Some nice poses, some poses that you can modify, change up, see how they feel for you, and yeah, hopefully there's something in there for everyone, and kind of we'll get the blood pumping for a Monday morning. So when you're ready, we're going to find our own comfortable seat to begin. So that can be legs crossed, sitting on the knees, legs out in front. My favourite, stacking the one foot in front of the other. Just finding somewhere that you can find some stillness. If it feels comfortable to do so, just closing down the eyes. Rest your hands, whether that's in your lap, down at your sides, maybe on your knees. And just slow things back down. Observing sounds around you. Just noticing what's going on in the background. Noticing how you feel this morning. Did you get a good night's sleep? Depending on where you are in the world. Are you feeling rested and ready to go? Or maybe a little sleepy and you're looking forward to this few minutes of practice to wake yourself up. Bringing your attention towards your breath. Just noticing. Do you chest breathe or belly breathe? Maybe if it feels comfortable, taking your inhales in through the nose. And maybe beginning to lengthen through your inhales and exhales as you deepen the breath. If your eyes are closed, just beginning to blink them open, but keep hold of that breath as it sees us through the rest of our practice this morning. We're going to come to all fours first thing today, and we're going to find Old Faithful. Let's work through some nice cat-cow stretches. So with the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hip points. As you inhale, we're just going to drop the belly down, maybe gazing up, sending the chin towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, pressing through the hands, finding that arching through the back, really pressing down into the ground, maybe bringing chin to chest. And then reversing it, inhaling, dropping the belly, gazing up if it feels comfortable. Exhaling, pressing the ground away. Oh, really feeling that stretch through the shoulders and the back, and then all through the chest as you gaze up. And just take a few rounds of this in line with your own breath. Getting used to the fact that your practice won't look exactly like mine, but it'll look like something that feels really good to you. When you're ready, just meeting back in neutral tabletop position. And then all we're going to do is take the hands off the mat, bringing them up towards our hips as we sit on the knees. We're going to find low lunge today. So just bringing the right foot up and through, if that feels okay for you. We've explored this one before, but just as a reminder, apologies for my Wi-Fi, it is the weather. You can take your right foot a little bit wider to give you some more balance. And if you'd like a bit more of a stretch down the left side of the hip, you can just shuffle that right foot forward a little and then sink down into the front knee. So just having a bit of a play here, seeing what feels good to you, finding what your body needs this Monday morning. And just have a play, because that can be different today to how it will be tomorrow. And then when you're ready, pressing through the right foot, pressing through the top of the back foot. Toes can be tucked if you feel like you have some more stability. Engaging through the core as you inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Really reaching through the fingertips as you reach towards the ceiling. Really nice, everybody. One more round of breath. Inhale, think nice and long through the spine. Exhale, let's bring those arms down, back onto the hips. If the back toes aren't already, just tuck through the toes. We're going to press through that right foot and we're going to come to stand at the top of the mat. Bit of an explosive movement there, but a bit energetic. Just waiting for, there we go, my connection's back. Apologies everyone. So from standing, I'm just going to turn to face you just so that you can see a little better for me to demonstrate. No need for you to move, you can stay at the top of your mat. We're just going to find a nice balancing tree pose. So with your feet directly underneath you, just start to really feel the ground underneath your feet, maybe rocking forwards and backwards, left and right. Just feeling the ground underneath you, feeling grounded as you press your feet down. And then trying to find a spot out in front of you, something that's not going to move. So maybe a spot on the wall somewhere or a pattern in the curtain. Something that won't move, a little fleck in the wood of the floor, something. And then all we're going to do is slowly bring the weight onto that left side and gently bring the right foot off the mat. Maybe just playing first. Don't need to stay there the whole time. You can bring that right foot down. And then when you're ready, just bringing that right foot all the way up. Maybe bringing hands into heart center. Really pressing through the left foot that stays on the ground. Focusing on that drishti spot out in front of you. And remembering your breath. Nice deep, slow inhales and exhales. Maybe guiding that right foot somewhere on the inside of the left leg. That can be in the thigh, can be slightly further down. Keep it breathing. And then as you're ready, just bringing that right foot back down onto the ground. Bringing the toes together, maybe a slight gap in the heels. As you inhale, I just want you to send the hands forwards, bend through the knees, send the weight back in your heels. This is chair pose. You want to see your toes in front of your knees here. And then as you exhale, keeping the knees bent, let's find forward fold. Nice, generous bend in the knees. Inhale halfway, flat back. And then exhale, bringing both hands down onto the mat. Let's take the right knee back first, followed by the left as we find that tabletop position. Bringing the hands onto the hips to sit on the knees. We're just going to take it to the other side. So bringing the left foot forwards this time for low lunge. Again, working into, do you want a wider stance? Do you want a longer stance? You want to sink down, Feel that stretch through the right front hip. Finding what works best for you. And then engaging through the core, pressing through both feet. Inhale, send the hands up overhead. Really reaching through those fingertips. Energetically pulling everything up towards the ceiling. And then on your next exhale, just bringing those hands down, back onto the hips. If your toes aren't already, just tucking through the toes. And then we're just gonna, in one nice explosive movement, stand at the top of the mat. Again, I'm just gonna turn so you can see me. And you've probably guessed, we're gonna take tree on the other side. So again, just finding that grounding in the feet, just allowing yourself to rock gently forwards, backwards, left and right, really feeling you pressing down to the ground. Starting to shift the weight over into the right foot, maybe just gently lifting the left, seeing how that feels. Maybe replacing it back down. And then maybe bringing hands into heart center, pressing into that right foot as you bring that left foot up. Finding that drishti point in front of you. Connecting with your breath. The breath's a really good tool here for keeping you focused, keeping you calm. Don't worry about the wobbles. I fell out of this 3 times yesterday teaching it to members. Just meeting yourself where you are. And when you're ready, let's just replace that left foot down onto the ground. You've guessed it, we're going to chair pose. So as you inhale, sweeping the arms forwards, bending through the knees, sending the weight back in your heels. You're in charge of the intensity here. So can you sink a little bit deeper just for a round of breath? And then as you're ready, just exhaling, bring everything into forward fold. Inhale, flat back position, tucking the elbows in towards the body. Want those shoulder blades to touch at the back. And then exhale, sending both hands down. Let's take the left knee back first to tabletop, followed by right. And then all we're going to do is swing the legs round to one side. And we're going to come to lie on our back. But finding everyone's favourite. Apologies for the Wi-Fi, guys. I am trying to keep my eye on it. Bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat with bent knees. I keep getting so many requests for this and everybody loving it, so here we go. If you're not such a fan of figure 4 pose or reclined pigeon pose, you can take knees to chest here and find some nice rocking movements. If you like figure 4, we're just going to take the right foot off the mat, sending that right foot over the left knee, flexing through the foot, so that 90-degree angle through the ankle. And then we're just going to bring that left foot off the mat, also foot flexed, so toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe taking the hands through the gap and interlacing them behind the left thigh. And again, you're in control of the intensity here, so bringing that left knee in as much as feels comfortable for you. You can also straighten the left leg, pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. And then just bringing that left leg down, both soles of the feet return to the mat. And then taking it to the other side, so left ankle, left foot comes over the right knee. Bringing the right foot off the mat, guiding the right knee towards you. Maybe taking hold of the thigh here. Just meeting yourself wherever you are. Taking what you need from the poses. Compassionately modifying them for yourself. When you're ready, bring that right foot back down to the mat, followed by the left foot. And then we'll take the legs out long, ending in Shavasana. or finding a comfortable seat if it's not so comfortable for you to lie on your back. Maybe arms alongside, palms facing up. And just allow everything to grow really heavy. Release and in the shoulders. I always find those are the most tense parts whenever I lie down. Relaxing the muscles of the face. And just melting down into the ground. Allowing your breath to return to its normal rhythm. And just finding a few moments of silence. Just allowing yourself to be. I will leave you there. But absolutely, as always, take as much time as you need. If you have 5-10 minutes to stay for a little bit longer in your Shavasana, take it, give yourself that permission. I don't think you'll regret it. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I will be back tomorrow, and I hope you have great Mondays wherever you are. Thanks.